Okay, complete square. C. Okay, let's have a look at C. So first we see if we have a single x squared, and yes, we have a single x squared. So I can directly start the completing square. I'll leave the first two terms and leave the third term far away here, and I need add something first. What I will add is half of the middle number squared, and I will subtract half of the middle number squared. For the first 3 and last 2, we group that. So what we will take from the first 3 terms is the first x, the sign inside, and the number. Okay, the half of b number. So what I will have is x minus 5 over 2 squared. And I will calculate what we have here. That's a minus 25 over 4, and that is a 6 over 4. Okay, 25 over 4 and minus a 6 over 4. So I have a minus 31 over 4. So minus 31 over 4 can be written in the form of root 31 over 2 squared. And this will equals to x minus 5 over 2 5 over 2 plus root 31 over 2 x minus 5 over 2 minus root 31 over 2. Okay, some of you asked me, I forgot whether it's this class or the other class, asked me whether I can put those two on the same fraction. Yes, you can do that, but you need to be careful that, okay, let's say if we have x, we want to combine those two terms. That's a minus 5 over 2 plus root 3 over 2. And for the next bracket, I have x minus bracket 5 over 2. That's a minus, and that's a plus. So when you write them in the same fraction, that's a 5 minus root 13 over 2. And the next one will be x minus 5 plus root 31 over 2. Okay, remember to change the sign if you want to put them on the same fraction. But like the answer here is already correct, and that will be correct as well. Okay. This is quite important when you reach the solving step. Okay, this is quite important when we deal with the solving. I will show you later. Okay, that's C. And let's have a look at D. For D, I have minus 2x squared. I have minus 2x squared. So we take minus 2 as a common factor. X squared plus 2x minus 5. And I want to complete the square in this bracket. We have minus 2x squared plus 2x minus 5. What I want to have is plus half of the b squared and minus half of the b squared. And that will give me minus 2. Okay, we still have this bracket and this bracket here. For those 3 terms, I can put x plus 1 squared. Minus 1 minus 5. I'll have minus 6. Minus 6 can be written as root 6 squared. That is minus 2 x plus 1 plus root 6 x plus 1 minus root 6. Bless you. Okay, that's D. Okay, let's have a look at F. F I've shown you already when we do the example. So when I say there's an x, like more than 1x squared, you need to take the common factor. So we take the 3 out. And then I will complete the square for inside. I have x squared minus that. Okay, and I have the plus 2. What's half of 2 on 3?
1/6.
Well, I can say it's 2 on 6 or it's 1 on 3. Okay, 2 over 3, I reduce half. The numerator will reduce half. So that will be 1 on 3. 2 on 6 is the correct, but I need to simplify that. So I will plus 1 on 3 squared. And I will subtract 1 on 3 squared. Okay, take this x, take this sign, take this number. That will equals to 3. The bracket is still here. What you have is x minus 1 on 3 squared. Okay, minus 1 on 9. Plus 18 over 9. So 3x minus a third squared plus 17 over 9. Okay, can this be factorized or not? No, because there's a plus. Okay, that's a plus. I can't factorize that. Okay, that's these 3 examples we did yesterday. Just remember to simplify your answer all the time. Okay, to simplify your answer all the time. Well, if you want to open the bracket, you still can do that. That's x minus a third squared plus 51. Well, no, I will. Okay, 3 times 17 on 9 is 17 over 3. Okay, 17 over 3. The 9 and 3 becomes 17 over 3. I can expand the bracket. Okay, that times by that, and that times by that. Okay, that's F. Let's have a look at the next exercise. Okay, next exercise, F. Okay, 5F. Okay, so we use the previous knowledge to solve for quadratic equations. Okay, for all the things we learned before, there are expressions. There's no equal sign. Now I want to solve for quadratic equations. Okay, there's an equal sign. I want to solve for x. Okay, how we can solve for x? We use non-factor law. Okay, so for all the quadratic, we'll use non-factor law to solve for it. Okay, so what is non-factor law? We need to find different factors. Okay, something times something times something equals to 0. I must have equals to 0 in the end. Okay, right hand side. And all the things on the left hand side is in the factorized form. So it's either the first bracket to be 0 or the second bracket to be 0 or the third bracket to be 0. So I can have more than one answers. So just let you know something. So for quadratic equation, there will be 3 cases. The first case will be cannot be factorized. There will be no solution. Oh, well, the quadratic equation, I mean ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. If it cannot be factorized, there will be no solution. Okay, just have no solutions at all. The second case, have repeated factor. For example, x plus 1 times x plus 1 equals to 0. Or say that's a perfect square. In this case, there will be one solution only. Number 3, if there's distinct factors, that will give you 2 solutions. So for example, x plus 1, 2x minus 3, like that. You will have two distinct factors and you have 2 solutions in this case. So to solve, it's not like solving linear equations. In linear equations, there's always be one solution. Okay, there's always be one solution. In quadratic equations, there will be more than one solution, or sometimes there's no solution. Okay, 0 solution, 1 solution, or 2 solutions. It depends on what you can do to factorize. Like if you can factorize 2 distinct factors, 2 solutions. If you can't factorize that at all, no solution. If you can factorize that but only have repeated factors, 1 solution only. Okay. Have a look at examples here. So for A, that times that equals to 0. This is like a quadratic equation because if you expand that, that will give you a quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay, first you need to make sure right hand side is 0. I always want to see the right hand side is a 0. Now what I can say is either that equals to 0 or that equals to 0. So either one of that to be 0 is fine. Okay, so either factor is 0, that the whole thing will become 0. Okay, either part is 0, the whole thing will be 0. So what I will have is x equals to minus 3 over 8 or x equals to minus 3 over 4. That are the 2 solutions we have. Okay, that are the 2 solutions we have. Let's have a look at the thing below here. Well, for this one, it's repeated factor. I'm not sure if you can see it. First 0 on the right hand side, which is good, but I will have 3 times 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, if you can't see it, I can expand that in this form. 3 can't be 0 already. So it's either 2x plus 1 equals to 0 or 2x plus y equals to 0. They're the same. If 1x plus 1 and 2x plus y is 0, the other one must be 0 as well. Therefore, I only have x equals to minus a half for this question. Only one solution in this case. That's for D. And let's go back to this question B here. Yesterday I did show you what we need to do. I need to move everything to the left hand side. I want that minus that plus that to be 0. I want the 0 on the right hand side. Okay, let's put a 0 here. Now what I need to do is, can we really factorize that? Okay, can we factorize that? Well, I have 1, 3, 8. Okay, 8 is 4 and 2. I need a negative 14, so minus 4 minus 2. Minus 12 minus 2 is minus 14, which is good. So I have x minus 4 times 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, I want to factorize because only if we factorize it and we can see what is the answer. It must be in the factorized form. So we have x minus 4 times 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, it's either x minus 4 equals to 0, or 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, x must be 4, or x must be 2 on 3. X must be 4, or x must be 2 on 3. Okay, the next one. Well, let's see the next one. I will expand first. Minus 4 equals to 3x squared plus 2x. Okay, I want the 0 on one side. I can go 3x squared plus 2x plus 4 equals to 0. Have a think. Can you use the cross multiply to find the factor for this question? A 3 and a 4 want to make a 2. There's no negative sign. Can you make a 2? No, the number is too large. Okay, the factor of 4 is already 2 and 2. You at least have 2 and 2 already. And then you also have a 3 in the front. Doesn't matter what you did, you can't use cross multiply to make a 2. Unless the 4 is a negative, we might find a way to do it. Okay, so it's impossible for me to use cross multiplication to find answer for that. So what I need to do in this case will be, okay, I will think about completing square. I'm not sure whether we can factorize or we can't factorize yet. So we need to find a way to think about it. So completing square will give me a good idea about this. Instead of taking a common factor 3, we can divide 3 on both sides in this case. I don't need the common factor now. I can divide 3 directly on every term on both sides of the equation. So I can have x squared plus 2 over 3x plus 4 on 3 equals to 0. Why I do that? Because I want a single x squared. Why I can divide 3? Because I have an equation and I can divide 3 directly. So complete the square. I have x squared plus 2 over 3x plus half of that number squared, which is 1 on 3. Okay, 1 on 3 squared, and subtract half of that number squared. And don't forget your 4 on 3 here. And that equals to 0. So first 3 term, the last 2 term is x plus 1/3 squared. Okay, that's minus 1 on 9. That is 12 over 9. That is a plus 11 over 9 equals to 0. Can we factorize that? No. So this question you simply answer. You need to answer the question, say no solution. This is a no solution case because we can't factorize that. Therefore, there will be no solution about it. Yep. 11 on. No, you square that. That would be 9. Wait, this number is 1 on 9. And I want to make the same denominator. Times 3 on both top and bottom. 12 over 9. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, no solution case. Okay, this is a no solution case. Now you have seen 2 solutions, no solution, and 1 solution case. Okay, it's 3 different cases. 2 solution, 1 solution, and no solution. Depends on what factor you have. Okay, what factors you have. Have a look at E. In question E, that is not 0. Even though the front is already in the factorized form, that is not a 0. I can't solve for it. Okay, I need to expand that. So I'll have x squared plus 2x minus 4x minus 8. And at the same time, I want to move the 7 to that side. It's minus 7 here. So x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals to 0. So 1, 1, 3, and 5 will give me 2. So negative 2, I will have negative 5. So which is correct in this case. So it is x plus 3, x minus 5 equals to 0. Therefore, x plus 3 equals to 0 or x minus 5 equals to 0. X will be minus 3 or x will be positive 5. Two solutions, okay, in this question, two solutions. Think about next one. For f, I don't know whether if it's a quadratic or not. I don't know how to solve for it. But like when we see fractions, we don't really like fractions in equations. We always want to get rid of the denominator. So in order to get rid of the denominator, we need to times the denominator on both sides. So we'll times 2x on both sides first. What I will have is 7x plus 10 equals to 6x squared. And it looks like a quadratic now. Okay, it looks like a quadratic now. 6x squared minus 7x minus 10 will equals to 0. And let's try to factorize that. Well, 6 most likely to be a 2 and 3. Well, 10 is a 2 and 5. Okay, if I have 2 and 5, 6, that's 6 and 10 can't give you that. If I change that to 5 over 2, 15 and 4 not going to give me that. Well, 1 and 10 will not work. So let's try 1 and 6 work or not. 2 and 5. Okay, let's say 2 and 5 here. Don't forget there's another possibility. If most likely it will be 2 and 3, but if it's not, then I will go 1 and 6. I still need trial and error here. Let's have a look at that. That gives me a 12. That gives me a 5. I can make a 7 by 12 and 5. I need a negative 7. I need a negative 12. I need a negative 2. It's not necessary to be done in one step. You may need to try several times, like what I did. I tried 3 times still. And I have x minus 2, 6x plus 5. That is 0. So x minus 2 equals to 0 or 6x plus 5 equals to 0. X equals to 2 or x equals to minus 5 on 6. Okay. For those questions, I can simply factorize that by using the cross multiplication. But let's say for this question, I don't know how to use cross multiplication to do it. I will just try completing square. Okay, if cross multiplication doesn't work, just try completing square. Any questions about these 6 examples? We solve quadratic by using non-factor law. In order to use non-factor law, we need to find the factors. Okay, find the factors. Let's have a look. Page 9. Let's have a look at page 9. Okay, I'm not going to keep going, but what I want you to do in page 9 is most of these questions cannot be done by cross multiplications, so use completing square to factorize that first and solve for it. After you factorize, it will be the same as the previous page. How to solve for it? Each factor can be equals to 0 and solve for x. So what I want you to do for the rest of time is complete those 6 questions by using completing square, factorize that, and find the x. Tell me whether there's one solution, two solution, or no solution.